Okay, so when I look here, we're going to come up with a translation rule. So yesterday we did reflections. How did we let you know that a reflection was being done? We did a big capital R. That means reflection. Well, today we're going to do a translation, which is just like a slide. We are sliding our graph from one position to another. That's what you've already been working on so far. So the way that we write a translation rule is we put a big capital T, like this. It means I'm going to translate, move my graph. Then think about your reflection. What did you put down here at the bottom? You put, or whatever it was you were reflecting over, right? It could be the line y equals x, y equals negative x, right? Well, right now we're going to write translation, and then we're going to put these little, it's almost like an ordered pair. You know how in ordered pair we put parentheses around them? Well, this time we're going to put these little arrows that kind of work like ordered pairs. They're going to tell us how much we're going to move to go from A to B. So let's look up here at my picture. So if A is here and B is here, the first number tells how much we're moving left or right, just like we do with normal ordered pairs. So if I'm going from A to B, I need to go right 1, 2, 3. So that puts me here. So the first number then is going to be a positive 3 because I went right 3. Sorry, I need to point this way for you guys. I went right 3 on my translation. And so that put me here. And now what do I need to do? I need to go down 1 to get to B. So the way we talk about that is with a -1. So the translation rule is a capital T, and then I'm translating right 3, down 1. And then sometimes you'll see them put in parentheses what it is we're translating. So this time we were translating point A, so I might put A in parentheses. Okay? I'm not super focused on this part. That part doesn't matter to me as much. This is what I'm going to be looking at. Okay? But just don't be surprised if you see problems in your book that have something in parentheses like this. They're telling you what it is you're translating. Okay? Draw EFG. So you see they've already got it drawn for me here. We're going to have to put it on our paper as well. We're going to draw EFG, and then we want to graph a translation, right 7, down 4 of triangle EFG. So we're going to start with our graph paper, graph triangle EFG. That's number 1. So I'm going to do it with you guys.
Do we need to do it on graph paper?
Yep. Definitely needs to be on graph paper. Now, notice what? Because I'm going to be moving right 7 and down 4, make sure you have plenty of room to the right and down. Right? So don't do your graph at the very bottom here, or don't do it at the very right side of your paper, because you're going to have to move right and down, because it is right 7, down 4. So let's see, I'm going to get my graph paper. That's not the right piece of paper. Here it is. Graph paper's here. I need my x-axis and my y-axis. So again, because I'm going to be going right and down, I'm going to make sure I give myself plenty of room there. So let's go here and here. Okay, so let's look. Point E. What are the coordinates of E? E is at -5, 4. So I'm going to graph that. I need to go left 5, up 4. Okay, so right here is my point E. F was left 1. I'm doing F next, sorry. Left 1 and up 5. So I'm going left 1, up 5. So right there would be my point F. And then G is at -2, -1. So I'm going left 2, down 1. Right here's my point G. Then I'm going to use a straight edge to connect them. So here's my triangle EFG. Any questions about what we've done so far? Yes. Now I'm hungry. Okay. The next thing it tells me to do is to shift this right 7 and down 4. So what I would do is I'm going to pick these 3 points, right? E, F, and G. I'm going to move them all right 7, down 4, and then connect them for my new points. Now remember, when we translate it, what do we name our new points? They will be E prime, F prime, G prime. So I'm starting here with E. It tells me to go right 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Down 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And so right here at 2, 0 is going to be E prime. Now do the same thing with F. I'm going to go right 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Down 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. I think I messed up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3. Nope, that's good. Okay, that is F prime. And then G prime. I'm going to go right 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And down 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. One, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7. And so this point is G prime. Then I connect them with a straight edge. So I have done the graph. Nope, just that one right now. What do you mean 3 of them? Nope. That's all we're going to do. And so now then it tells me to write the vertices of my new point. Okay, so let's think about it. Where was E at originally? Okay, E was at negative 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Negative 5, 4. And now after I've done my transformation, E prime is where? E prime is at 2, 0. Okay, now let's look at the next points. Let's look at F. F used to be at negative 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. But now F prime is at 6, 1. And G used to be at negative 2, negative 1. But now G prime is at 5, negative 5.
Where'd you put minus 7? You put minus 4 too?
Say it again.
So is that minus 7 because we went over 7?
What do you say in my
Right there beside that.
Or is it arrow?
That's an arrow. Those are my arrows. Sorry.
Oh.
Arrow. Is that clear as day? That's an arrow? Okay, let me fix that. Now you got me paranoid. It's definitely not going to be confused as a negative 7. Does that look better? Sorry.
Now it looks like a ghost until you're hearing sideways.
Okay, I can't fix everything. All right. So, what did we notice about this problem? Well, let's look at.
This is a pattern.
There is a pattern. What is the pattern?
I don't know. I just guess.
You don't know? You just said it? Okay. Does anybody see some shortcut that you might could use?
Shortcut, I don't know, but I noticed
Like, without Yes, you're right. When you move 1 point, they all move the same. That's true. But look at my original point. My original point was negative 5, 4. And then what did I do? I went right 7. And then I went down 4. I just did what it told me to do. Right here, if I go right 7, so that's negative 1 plus 7. That gives me 6. And then if I go down 4, 5 minus 4 is 1. If I go right 7, that puts me at 5. If I go down 4, negative 1 minus 4 is negative 5. So we can do these translations without actually graphing them. Right? If we know where the original points are, we can just move them. Right 7 means we're adding. What if this was a negative here? I'm going to subtract. This is positive, I'm going to add. If it's negative, I'm going to subtract and go down. So we don't have to graph every one of them. Okay, are we finished with A part?
Yes.
Right, pick a number 1 through 5. It is 5. Pick a number 1 through 3. So E prime. What are the coordinates?
Negative 3.
1, negative 3. What do you guys think?
Yep.
That is correct. All right. What about F prime? You didn't have these written down?
I have F.
Should be 5 and
Negative 2.
negative 2, right? We should add 6 to the X and then subtract 7 from the Y.
I got G.
All right, go ahead and tell us G prime then.
4 and negative 8.
4, negative 8. That looks correct. Any questions on A part? How to do this? You know how to do it?
A little bit, yeah. Just get confused.
We're just taking our original points. We want to go right 6, down 7. So we're going to add 6 to the X, and then subtract 7 from the Y on all of them. Okay? Pick a number 1 through 5. It's 1. B part. Okay, what'd you get on B part, Dagan?
12.
E prime is at... So we're moving back from the original here. So we need to take negative 5 and add 11. So that should be 6 and 6. What about F prime?
10 and 7.
10 and 7. And what about G prime?
I didn't do B.
I got 9, 1.
You didn't do B?
No, I was
Did you not see it?
No, I thought we were doing A. I was like,
Okay, so when we look here, how do I know which one is the original and which one is the new one?
original last one.
The original is STUV, and the translation would be S prime, T prime, U prime, V prime. So we want to know, how did they move from the black figure to the red figure? So let's see if we can figure out the rule.
Down 4, left 1.
Okay? So all you have to do is you have to pick a point. It does not matter which point you pick. Right? You could pick V here. So how do I go from V to V prime? First I have to go left 1. So that means I'm going negative 1 left. And then we went down 4.
Negative 4.
So negative 4. So our rule is we are translating left 1, down 4. So capital T for translation. And then we're putting those little arrows. Negative 1 means left 1. Negative 4 means down 4. And you see, you could try it from any point. From T to T prime. Left 1, down 4. Works. Left 1, down 4. So it does not matter which points you pick. You just need to pick a point and its prime and come up with the rule. Ready to go over this one?
Yeah.
Pick a number, 1 through 5.
1.
It's 1. Well, you don't have to go again. Pick a number. You want to go? You want to redeem yourself?
Yeah.
Okay.
Get a 5.
Translation 2, 5, like this.
Oh.
So let's see. So from P to P prime.
Bro, yeah.
The 2 means I go where? I go, no. The first number goes left to right. So this means you're going right 2
No.
and up 5.
No.
Remember, it's just like my X. Alright, it's just like my X and my Y. Okay, so this should be 5 and 2. Now what we have, this is a composition of translations. So we're going to start at A, and we want to come up with a rule to go from A to B. Then we want to come up with a rule to go from B to C, and then we want to combine them and see if it's the same thing as if I went from A to C at the very beginning. Okay? So we're going from A to B. So this is from A to B. This is going to be a translation. So what is going to be my numbers? Well, to go from A to B, I need to go right 2, up 2. Right? I'm just looking at it like it's a checkerboard. So that's a translation of 2 and 2. Next, I need to go from B to C. So what's that rule going to be? Okay, but which way do I go first?
Right.
Right or left? So if I'm going from B to C, right 1, down 1. So that's going to be, for going down, it's going to be -1. So right 1, down 1. Now, let's first look, what would I get if I combine these two translations? So think about if I combine these. So if I went right 2 and right 1, that means I went right 3. And if I went up 2, down 1, that means I went up 1. So once I combine those translations, is this the same thing as if I went from A to C at the very beginning? Right 3, up 1. Okay? So moving from A to B and then B to C gives the same answer as if I would have moved directly from A to C. So this is called a composition of transformations. Try these. This is the last thing before we leave, so make sure we get these done. We want to do a translation, right 3, down 2, and then another translation, right 1, down 1. And then what would I have done in the beginning to do this in one move? Right? That's what I'm trying to do. Instead of writing it as 2 moves, what could I write it as one move? So we went right 3, right 1. That means I'm going right 4. I'm going down 2, down 1. That means I'm going down 3 total. So this translation would be 4, -3 when I combine them. You're just basically adding the numbers, right? 3 and 1 is 4. -2 plus -1. That is -3. Because I'm going down 2, and then I'm going down 1 more. Which means I'm going down 3 in total. And then, let's do B part real quick since Grayson's up. What do we get on B part?
-6.
Should be -6 and 5, right? Because -4 plus -2 is -6. 0 and 5 gives 5.